In this video, I'm going to show you how to configure SSH secure shell for remote access purpose to the Cisco router. Let's begin. We have two routers here, router 1 and router 2. What we are going to do is we're going to configure router 1 for SSH, and then we are going to access router 1 from router 2. I have my two routers are up and running, router 1 and router 2. First, what we are going to do is we're going to configure router 1 for SSH. Let's go into the router 1 here, and first we are going to assign an IP address to the interface of FA 0/0 interface FA 0/0 with the IP address 10.0.0.5 with the 24-bit mask, and then we're going to bring the interface up by no shutdown. And then now what we are going to do is we're going to create a username and password. So we're going to go to username. We're going to create Thiru, and then we're going to give a privilege level 15 to that with the password secret, the encrypted one, with syshello, the password. And then what we are going to do is we need to configure a domain name, because SSH requires certificates. You can pick anything you like. For in this case, what we are going to do is I'm going to create one IP domain name with let's say thiru.local, domain name thiru.local. Now we can generate the keys for the SSH, because the SSH requires keys. So we are going to create keys for that. We're going to generate keys for that. Crypto key generate. We're going to create RSA with modulus of 1024-bit keys we're going to create. These keys, the keys should be at least 1024 bits by default, because it's good to have a longer keys. By default, SSH enables 1.99 version 1 for security reasons. It's better to have a version 2, because version 1 is not that effective. So what we are going to do is we're going to use that IP SSH version 2. So IP SSH version 2. Then what we are going to do is first we use login local to tell the switch to use the local database with the username that we configured. Also, we could say that transport input. Let's say we don't want anyone to use that SSH for that, so we can tell them to use the, we don't want anyone to use the telnet, so we can tell them to use SSH only too. So first what we are going to do is here, I'm going to go into the line VTY, line 4 lines, giving for the range of the IP, for the range of the VTY lines, I'm going to say login local, use the local database for login, and then I'm going to say transport input. As default is all, that means telnet can access that, SSH can access that. In this case, I'm going to say don't allow the telnet to access this router 1, only use the SSH. Transport input SSH. Oops, sorry, spelling mistake. TRANS. transport input SSH. Okay, that's good. Exit now. Now we can test our configuration, but before that what we have to do is we're gonna have to go to the R2 and assign an IP address to the interface of FA0/0 here. Enable configure terminal interface FA0/0, and then IP address we are going to give is 10.0.0.10 with 24-bit mask here. We're gonna bring the interface up by no shutdown, and then in here we're gonna check the connectivity from R2 to R1. Ping 10.0.0.5. So the connection is good. Now what we are going to do is we are going to access the R1 from R2. So we're gonna SSH, and the username is Thiru, and then the IP address of the R1 10.0.0.5. So it's asking for the password now. Says hello. That's what the password we created for it. Now good. We are at the R1 now. Let's go and check that R1. Show TCP brief here. This will show you that. Let me get the pen. The foreign IP address of R2 10.0.0.10. The port number is 27987. Is connected to the local of R1. The IP address 10.0.0.5 to the port number 22, the port number of telnet, and the connection is established. So let's check that the same thing again here. Let's say this will be slow when you as you can see, because the reason is because it's encrypted. It will take time to decrypt on the other side too. Let's change the host name, and then we're gonna see that different there. Host name is the same as test. Let's say test. Now we are going on. We are gonna go to R1 and see if it's changed. Yes, the host name is changed. So let's change back again to R1, and the host name changed back again to R1. So in this video today, what we have accomplished is we have configured R1 for SSH, and then we have accessed that R1 from R2. I hope this video was helpful to you. Please subscribe my channel for more videos, and I will see you again on the next one. Thank you.